Welcome to the Midwest Fantasy Sports Saloon. My name is REDPANTS, and we have a protested brand new name that I'm sure we're going to get into. This is Prime Time, also known as most trades vetoed of all time. And I'm sure we'll get into that on why. Prime, how are you doing tonight?
MTAVAT. That's my new name.
That's the new name. That's a
yeah. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Another trade got vetoed. The league has spoken once again. Vetoed trade. I was going to get a hurt player. I'm glad they looked out for my team. I mean, my 2-2 team that's broke 100 twice now in 4 weeks. So thank you guys.
I'm so glad that you brought up. We have a special guest who literally only said he would be on this. He would be a guest. The only way he'd be a guest on our show is if the trade got vetoed, and it got vetoed solely. I think maybe that's the only reason they got vetoed, because they just wanted to hear him talk on the episode. So why don't you give us your team name and how long you've been in the league?
My name is T. Helsel, also known as former Skinny Dude, because I'm a fat person at this point in time. I think this is year 5 or 6 for me. The champ once, first year in, I think I was champ. Second year in, maybe. Took over for Dan Williams when he left briefly for a quick hiatus, and now he's back, which is great. And yeah, I mean, I'm either top of the league or I'm bottom of the league so far in this 4 or 5 years. So
well, there you go. Okay, so let's talk about this trade that you said that the only reason you would be on this show is if you were the trade to get vetoed. So the trade was between myself and Prime.
MTV,
also known as most trades vetoed of all time. But I had told him the last episode that I was going to be done with Jonathan Taylor in week 4, because if he does not continue to improve. And I will say that I traded Jonathan Taylor last year in week 2 because of my frustration. And so I waited an extra 2 whole weeks for that trade. And he got hurt, and the Colts are just looking like they're going to tank at any minute. So that being said, I proposed a trade to Prime, also known as most trades vetoed of all time. Of what was our trade? I don't even remember now. Jonathan Taylor for Alvin Kamara,
Emmitt Smith, and who was it? Michael Irving and sorry, that was another trade that got vetoed. No, this one was J.K. Dobbins, Devontae Smith, and Kamara.
Devontae Smith, J.K. Dobbins, and Kamara, and Devontae Smith, and for one. So there was a 3-for-1 with Jonathan Taylor. And former Skinny Dude, what did you not like about the trade?
I'm a firm believer in fair is fair. I understand that the 3-for-1 seems like a great deal, but at the same time, Kamara has not played in 2 different games, so it's not like he is a healthy person either. And then 2, so you're really just doing luck of the draw plus 2 bench players on Prime, or formerly Prime. So I just don't think that the number 1 overall running back 4 weeks in is worth 2 bench guys and a hurt guy. And also, I think DePoe has a reputation for trades that he thinks are fair, and they're not fair. I think that's been a classic case over the last couple of years that I've noticed. Everybody just trades with DePoe because he sends in 3-for-2 or 3-for-1 guys, and it's just guys that he picks up off the waiver claims.
Do you have a rebuttal to that? Most trades vetoed of all time?
I mean, obviously my name speaks for itself, so people accept it and it's get vetoed. So I'm not sure what the big deal is. I mean, everyone has the power to veto the trades. So, and I don't force people to accept trades either. And if they're dumb enough to accept trades for 2 guys off waiver wires, you know what? That should be on them.
It should be. You're right. But I don't want somebody that already is going to be good because I'm giving you props here. You are consistently pretty darn good. I don't want to give you more ammo for when I have to eventually play you in the playoffs.
Okay.
I think this is a strategy from early on that you try to do. Get as many great guys that maybe aren't doing well so that your playoff run is really good. So if I can gang up the rest of the league against these trades, then that's a smart business decision on my end.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. One, Kamara for Jonathan Taylor could it's a coin flip, right? But then you have it's a straight coin flip. I even called in on a Sirius XM radio show for this question. They denied my offer, but I did call in. So I'm not that dumb.
I'm just hoping your case.
Yes. So
he's got 14 points so far.
Yes, it's also true. Okay, so I just want you to know there have been some other Jonathan Taylor trades come my way. One of them is to shoulder pads and knees, and so let's just make sure that this one is not going to get. How do you feel about this one? You're the judge and jury. It has not been accepted, but since I don't think you can see it unless it's accepted, it's Joe Mixon, James Robinson, and what is it? Ayuk for DJ Moore and Jonathan Taylor. Do you feel that's more fair?
Let me look at shoulder pads and knees. I'm on Yahoo on my computer right now. So
hey, T, I'm going to give you credit for outing me for my strategy of having the best players. Way to go. You've outed me on the strategy of wanting all the best players. So it's out in the open now. I'm wanting all the best players.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right?
Thanks for your confession.
I think it's everyone's obvious goal too, is to have all the best players, but it's okay. I'll take credit for that one.
Oh, I don't know why you are so upset. You're upset because you didn't get the guy that you wanted, correct?
I'm very happy because he's hurt. I'm glad you guys saved me from a terrible season of having.
Well, see now you're playing like fifth grade pity party because you didn't get the guy. So you're gonna go. Oh, I'm not prime time anymore. I'm most trays vetoed ever. And then now you're gonna say, oh, JT was hurt. I didn't want him anyway. This isn't the case.
No, I did want him. I did want JT, but he's hurt. So it was.
I thought we were having a legitimate conversation, not a woe is me.
Okay, so this new trade, Mixon, Robinson, Ayuk for DJ Moore and Jonathan Taylor. I feel like that one's fair, right?
It's better than yours. I'll say that.
Okay. There's also one from Sammy that was sent to me. This is a 4 for 3. It's Sanders, Corey Davis, Kittle, Deontay Johnson, and Palmer for Goddard.
That's like a poo-poo platter. That's a poo-poo platter. That's what that is.
Goddard, Taylor, and Mostert.
No, that's a terrible trade.
That is a poo-poo platter of terrible players.
Terrible.
Miles Sanders is dominating.
Out of the three, DePose is second. Sammy's is the worst by far.
All right. Well, I'm rejecting it.
John's was first.
I'm rejecting it right here on the episode. There it goes. It's gone. Yeah. So I'm the one that sent in the shoulder pads and knees. So we'll see if he accepts it. So anyway. So any final words about just trades, former skinny dude, on just anything else that you've seen suspect from my counterpart here?
Whoa, suspect. Why am I getting thrown? Hey, and by the way, I want to tell this to former skinny dude. You know how the most funny thing about this whole situation is that our own host threw on the text thread the exact trade that he accepted, how terrible it was. So really, it's kind of funny looking back at it after all these. And I was getting digs at this trade that he offered and that he bashed on the text thread.
I got nervous.
So you're throwing his plan under the bus as well now. Is this
Well, I'm
still
saying-
because you're upset that you didn't get what you wanted?
No,
everybody else
I got.
threw
Actually,
the
I did get what I
Depot,
wanted.
like fireworks here.
No, I got Justin Jefferson. That's who I wanted for the season. No, I'm just saying
Good.
it's
You
it's
spent
ironic.
like $90 on him, so glad.
Not really.
You could
Um,
have gotten Jonathan Taylor at the very beginning of the year without trading anybody. All you had to do was
True.
bid on him.
It's true. All I had to do was
Right.
trade 2 guys I picked off the waiver wire, so it was even better.
That's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah, except it didn't work.
Even better.
So it didn't work
Yeah.
though.
It's true. But not only one person can win them. I mean, you're acting like everyone could have Jonathan Taylor. I mean, only one person's going to get him.
Well,
It's true.
everybody has the opportunity. Yes.
That's the beauty
So-
of auction. I know that's the beauty of auction.
So here's where we're at now. Former skinny dude, if you would be so kind, I would love for you to look at the matchups. If you could send me your matchups for the league and what you think is going to win, and then what you'll do if you're willing, pick a lock, which counts as 2 points.
Mm.
The people you cannot use are Prime, Steel, and yourself as your lock. Anybody else is able to be used. So,
But I can still say that I'm going to win as well.
yes, you can say you can win. You just can't be the lock for the week.
Gotcha.
Got it? You can't
Well-
be your win cannot be worth 2.
Okay. Well, so Tony is not going to win. Tony's terrible. He's somehow 3-1. Don't know how. So put me down for that one.
Got it?
Well, Prime does have a huge lead right here. Overall shoulder pads and knees. But if that trade goes through, so I'll say without the trade, Prime. With the trade, John. Dan Williams is my boy. I'm going to go with Forrest Gump over Jenny of Slam and Sammy. You know what? Bill kind of rubbed me the wrong way last week when I mouthed off. So I think Dr. J Crush is going to win. He's sticking with his, what is that, a Derek Wolf jersey on a bear? What is that, like 8 years old, that logo? I'm going to go ahead and go with him, sticking to his guns. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Well, Corey Warpaint over here, Josh Allen at 53.
I saw
I
that.
don't know if he's going to get 53. I'm going to have to go Red Pants on this.
Yes.
Because I don't think Josh Allen's going to get that many.
I'm glad
You're
you
going to pick
then,
Red Pants with no Jonathan Taylor? Oof, that's tough.
I know. But just statistically wise, I don't think Josh Allen's going to be able to keep up with the rest of the 10s and 15s that Corey's got. And Josh, Yarnell, I'm not going to say his team name over this pastoral podcast here, but Yarnell will probably win that one. He's consistently been the leading point scorer the last couple of weeks, the last couple of years. I'm going to go put my lock. I'll get my lock on Dan. That's just to spite slamming Sammy for that terrible poo-poo trade that he tried to get for Dick. So
lock
I'm
is
going
for
Forrest Gump is my lock.
Forrest Gump. Well, thank you so much for your picks. We will put those in the group chat so that the rest of the league can see your picks. And we appreciate you joining us, even if it was in spite of a trade. So
No, I think it was fantastic. He was our best guest so far.
Bill was good too.
I'm not surprised by that. I'm basically the best at everything that I do.
I mean, you're going against you and Bill, so you win. I don't know what to say.
I love you, Bill.
No,
Love you
Bill,
too,
you're,
Bill.
you're number one, Bill.
Number one. All right. Well, thank you so much, Steve. Thanks for joining us. You can get back to your gaming.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you.
Yep. I appreciate it, Red Pants. Prime time. Good luck this week.
Yep. Thank you.
Peace.
Bye. Okay. Well, that was great. We got our trade talks in. We had a guest. We had the first picks. What are your just can I give you the update on our scores?
Yeah. What's the standings? Yeah.
The standings right now are Prime at 12 points and Red Pants at 15. And the league is at 11 points.
Oh boy. Okay.
So you had a rough one this last. I think it was like last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to throw me some picks? You got some people that you think is going to pull it off?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I have a lock of the week, and that's Bill. Jerry Judy's lock of the week.
Wow.
Write it in. Lock of the week.
So just so everyone knows,
He's
Judy Jukes has not won a game yet.
Nope. He's off the schneid this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta write. I'm definitely writing that down.
The 2016 Lions are going to pop the champagne bottle after Bill gets a win because there's no more winless teams. So,
wow.
Yeah.
All right. I'm writing it down. Lock of the week. Jukes.
Okay. I got myself winning my matchup. I should have not T winning based on his comments toward me in this podcast. But no, I have Skinny Dude winning this week. I have Gump winning this week. I have War Paint, and I have Steel Curtain.
And the curtain.
Yep.
Okay. So you picked against the champ right now. The number 1 seed.
I did.
Wow.
I don't
Lots of upsets this week.
Yeah.
Lots of upsets
Why not?
this week. All right. I'm gonna go. I'm thankful that he's confident. I'm just not confident without Jonathan Taylor. I guess this is my team basically. At least I'm gonna have a guy score me points this week, probably. I'm still gonna just loathe and say I'm not gonna win. So I'm gonna go war paint. At least maybe if I can win the picks, maybe that I'll feel better at the end of the season. I am gonna go against the grind and say Rumblin'. I'm also going to say, man, I don't know if I can go with Jukes. I just feel like he finds a way to lose. Like he's like the Lions. He finds a way that he just loses.
But my argument for him this week is Mahomes feasts on the Raiders, and Mahomes could have 7 week based on the Raiders. True. So that's why that was my really big swaying point.
That's true. And he's Goff's like playing New England
against the Raiders or something ridiculous.
He could have 52. He says that he's projected for 52. He could actually have 52.
In the Raiders, the Chiefs are not going to hold back.
Okay, well, you have swayed me. I'm gonna go Jukes. I'm sorry, okay. Crush. I'm gonna go Prime, and I'm gonna pick my upset here and go Sammy, just try to get some extra points. And I'm gonna stick to the number 1 seed. Maybe I can score some points here. Now the locks, just so that you've picked. Now we are halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. My lock cannot be. I'm gonna go with my lock being Rumblin' this week. Rumblin's my lock, and we will go from there. Well, any hot takes that you have this week?
I do have a hot take. Let's go back in memory lane 2 years ago. Russell Wilson, 5th best quarterback in fantasy, had over 700 fantasy points. Last year, he dropped to 18th in fantasy, only 400 points. This year, he's setting 19th fantasy quarterbacks in our league. 19th. That is god awful. He is fallen off a cliff, and I am very happy because he's on the Broncos now doing this. But it's just crazy how far this guy has fallen. And if you replay last year's first episode, I said stay away from Russell Wilson. I don't know if you remember that or not, but I said that on this show, and I was pretty spot on with that one. And the fall continues. Is all I gotta say. Let Russ cook, and it's like beans and weenies. It's terrible. So,
which is so confusing because they have a decent roster. So
what I've seen is he's just not running anymore. Like when he was the 5th best quarterback, he would run for 10 touchdowns. He's just not running, and I think that makes a difference in his total points. He's just trying to throw it, and he's never been a pocket passer. He's always been that kind of the scrambler. When things go crazy, he's in his best. And I don't know. It's kind of crazy how he's fallen. But, you know, truly, I mean, he's 33, 34. Typically, that's when the guys start falling off a little bit. I mean, there's only a few Tom Brady's in the world that can play professional sports at 45, you know.
That's true. That's true. How do you feel about the Chiefs against the Raiders? I always get nervous because I just hate losing against the Raiders.
Well, Derek Carr has only beat Mahomes once. Mahomes is like 8-1 against Derek Carr. So I feel pretty confident. I will tell you the offense looked better than it's looked in 3 years on Sunday night. It was unbelievable. Running great. Mahomes was locked in. So I'm feeling pretty good. That's why I picked Juju Jukes this week. I think Juju's going to have a big game, and I think Mahomes is going to have a big game. So I think the Chiefs look good. And, you know, the crazy thing no one's talking about is we're the number one run defense in football.
Wow.
Number one run defense is the Chiefs, and the number one defensive player that's I forgot the exact wording of it, like shedding blocks for tackles or something like that. I forgot the exact terminology. It's no longer Aaron Donald. It's Chris Jones, number one, through 5 weeks. So
let's go. Let's go.
So anyway, it's good. I mean, it's very, very positive.
Very positive.
And, yeah, it's exciting.
Well, we are excited that we are having guests. Hopefully that we'll be back in 2 weeks to really unpack maybe some more trades that will get denied. We will find out if Shoulder Pads and Knees will accept this trade that I have sent. I'm nervous and excited all at one. It's a good time. And how many vetoed trades do you think you've had in your lifetime? Good amount.
Oh, yeah, probably a good amount. I would say it's double digits for sure. I'm not really changing my team name. This is just for the podcast.
Okay, well, good. Well, I'm glad we're not in a midlife crisis here. If you having to go to completely shift. So, well,
although I was in midlife crisis when I didn't bench Kamara because he didn't play game time decision in London, but that's a different story for a different day.
London game really messed us up. Well, that's all we got in the saloon. Thank you for joining us, T, and we will be excited to see you in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And I hit stop at the wrong time.